Hey guys, it's Sarah here. Welcome to my little corner of the internet. Before we dive into today's crazy story, I just want to say, if you like what you hear, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me out, and you don't want to miss any more of these insane day-in-the-life stories. Trust me, there's always something wild happening. And let me know in the comments, what's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you on a random day? I swear, after hearing about your wildest stories, I'll feel a whole lot better about mine. Babe, I swear, today was one of those days where nothing goes right. But then somehow, everything works out in the end, but still leaves you questioning your life choices. You know what I mean? Okay, so this morning was a complete mess. I swear, I thought I had set my alarm for 7 a.m. and it was all good. I had my whole day planned. You know how I am with my morning routine, coffee, a little breakfast, and out the door by 8. Well, I wake up, right? No, scratch that. I don't just wake up, I jolt awake and look at the clock. 8:15. I've missed everything, and I'm late for work. You know how you get that cold panic. It hits me like a ton of bricks. I wasn't even fully awake. It was like my body had already decided it was going back to sleep. So now I'm in full panic mode, scrambling to throw on whatever I can find, literally pulling clothes out of the closet without even thinking about it. I don't even check the mirror, because who has time for that when you're 45 minutes behind schedule? And then I get to the door, and of course I can't find my keys. Why are they never in the spot I left them? It's like my keys just decide to vanish every time I'm late. So now, I'm in full meltdown mode, searching through my bag like a madwoman. I finally find them and I get outside, only to realize my car's covered in frost. Of course, right? Like, this day is just out to get me. I don't even have time to scrape it off properly. I'm using this tiny little scraper that barely does anything, so I end up blowing on the windshield and hoping for the best. It's freezing, and I feel like the universe is testing me. Then, I get in the car and start driving, and what do I get? Red lights. Every single light. You'd think the traffic lights had it out for me today, babe. So, by the time I get to work, I'm already feeling like I've run a marathon. I walk into the office, and the energy in there is just off. You know the feeling when something's about to go down, but you don't know what yet. I walk in and my boss is standing there, like he's just waiting for someone to come save the day. And guess who gets to save the day? Yup, me. He's talking about this big project, and I'm like, what project? I didn't even know we were starting this today. But of course, I can't just say that. No, I have to suck it up and act like I totally knew what was going on. So he dumps all this responsibility on me, and I'm sitting there, already feeling overwhelmed, and I'm just trying to not show it. But inside, I'm like, I'm not ready for this. I wasn't even ready for my coffee this morning. But you know me, babe. I couldn't back down. I had to take the reins. I just nodded and acted like it was no big deal, but deep down, I was thinking, why does this always happen to me? And it's not that I didn't want the responsibility, it's just that I didn't ask for it today. I was already running on fumes. So I take all the info, and just as I'm about to dive in and start working, guess who walks in? The new girl. You know, the one from HR who just started last week. She's like, oh my God, I'm so excited to be here. I love this place already. She's all wide-eyed and eager, and I'm sitting there, internally screaming. I'm just like, I don't need your enthusiasm right now, please. I mean, it's not her fault, babe. She's just trying to be friendly, but it's like she's trying too hard to fit in. You know? So she asks if I need help with anything, and I'm like, no, I got it. But inside, I'm just wishing I could tell her to chill for a second. I'm already on overload, and she's over here acting like this is a group project in college. I mean, I get it, she's new, and she wants to impress, but I really didn't need that extra help in my face right now. You know what I mean? And then my boss walks by again, right? He's got that look on his face, the one where he's thinking, I don't know if you're handling this well enough. So now I've got the new girl who thinks she can help, and my boss hovering, making me feel like I'm about to screw up at any moment. It's like, babe, I'm trying. But the pressure was building up, and by the time I get back to my desk, I have 30 new emails. 30, all of them need responses now. So I do what I always do, pretend I'm on top of it. I pull up the emails, and each one feels like it's asking me for the impossible. Reports, timelines, budget updates. I'm looking at it all, and I can't even figure out where to start. I'm staring at my screen thinking, what did I do to deserve this today? And then, of course, Emma texts me. You know, the one I work with who always knows when I need some support. She's like, you've got this. Don't let the stress get to you. And honestly, babe, her text was the only thing that made me feel like I wasn't going to lose my mind in that moment. So I keep plugging away, trying to get through it all. But then, out of nowhere, my boss drops a bomb on me. He says, hey, we need this report today for the big meeting. No later than 3 p.m., and I swear I could have flipped my desk at that point. I don't know how to get it done. It was like asking me to do 3 days' worth of work in 3 hours, and you know how that goes, but I had no choice. I just told myself, okay, you can do this. So now, I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to get this report together. I have no clue how I'm going to do it, but I'm just like speed typing and getting as much done as I can, all while pretending like I'm not about to pass out from exhaustion. And then it happens. The email from the marketing team, you know the one. They're asking for this detailed analysis of their last campaign. Hey, can you pull this data by the end of the day? And I'm like, what? Seriously? I can barely breathe right now, but of course I just sigh and start working on it. Because what else can I do? I feel like the walls are closing in, but I power through. It's just one of those days where you know you're not going to win, but you've got to keep going anyway. But then, something amazing happens. I start feeling like I'm actually getting a handle on things. It's like the adrenaline kicked in, and for a few minutes, I'm in the zone. I'm knocking out tasks one after another, and I'm starting to feel like maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to finish everything. So I send out the emails, finish the reports, and wrap up a bunch of other things. I look at the clock, and it's 2:45 p.m. And I'm like, okay, I made it. But here's the kicker. I still have one last thing to do before I can leave. I've got this stupid meeting with the marketing team, and honestly, I'm so drained I could barely hold my eyes open. But it's just one more thing, right? So I drag myself to the conference room, sit down, and start pretending like I'm fully engaged. I can't be rude, so I nod along, but inside, I'm already planning my escape. But somehow, babe, the meeting goes by in a blur. I don't even know what was said, but I walked out of there feeling like I had won some kind of battle. It was just this huge sense of relief. I got through the day. I managed to finish everything they threw at me, and then some. I walk out of the office, thinking, all right, that's it. I'm done. I need a treat, so I head straight to the bakery down the street. I swear, that's the only thing that's been keeping me going today. And as soon as I walk in, I'm already imagining the chocolate croissant. It's my go-to, you know. But then I see the case is empty, all of them gone. Just my luck, babe. I wanted to scream. I just stared at it for a second. Like, seriously, so I grab a plain croissant and tell myself it's fine, it's fine. But honestly, it wasn't the same. It didn't have the same magic as the chocolate croissant. I needed that extra boost of sugar, but what can you do? Anyway, I get home, feeling exhausted, and you know what I did? I threw myself on the couch and just stayed there. No energy, no plans, just complete silence. I finally had a second to breathe. And here I am, telling you all of this, because you're the only one who gets it. I need this weekend to just do nothing, babe. Just hang out, relax, no stress. Sound good to you?